Hi everyone, this is Shay Hopewell, and I'm going to use this video to address the question about intermittent fasting because I get a lot of questions about intermittent fasting. So I hope that this quick 5-minute video will be an intro for you to know a little bit more about fasting and how you can find out more information for yourself so that you understand it. So intermittent fasting, and there are two types of fasting. I typically want to say that there's a religious fast and there's an intermittent fast. For the purpose of this video, we're discussing the intermittent fast, and that just basically means that you're fasting intermittently. You're fasting for a period of X hours every day, and you're doing it consistently just to basically reduce the insulin in your system. I'm not going to get too technical. Fasting is basically fasting from food, abstaining from food. A religious fast is a different thing entirely. With a fast, you are basically abstaining for anything that will cause your insulin level to rise. Anything meaning any kind of drink that has high calories, any kind of food that has high calories, and that's pretty much everything. So an intermittent fast is a fast from food and beverage for a certain period of time. Now there are different kinds of fast. The goal is to give your body a break from calorie intake. So as an example, I go to bed at 10 o'clock at night, right? My last meal is at 6 p.m. at night, in the evening, 6 p.m. in the evening. I'm basically fasting from the time I drop my spoon at 6 p.m. in the evening until the next day when I pick up my spoon again. So if I don't put anything in my mouth, if I don't eat anything till the next day at 12 in the afternoon, I have basically fasted for 18 hours. You can count it yourself. 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next day is 12 hours. 6 a.m. till 12 noon is another 6 hours. So together, I have not eaten for 18 hours. Hence, I intermittent fasted for 18 hours. Does that make sense so far? So the amount of time that your body spends in a fasting state is called an intermittent fast. And you're basically starting to feel leaner and cleaner because you're not eating for a certain amount of time. However, usually when my last meal is at 6 o'clock, on a typical day, my next meal would have been at 8 a.m. in the morning when I would have had a breakfast sandwich from McDonald's or a croissant or coffee and eggs and stuff like that. But an intermittent fast says absolutely none of that until however long you want to fast. So if you're fasting doing a 18-6, which means I'm fasting for 18 hours and I eat between a certain window, which is 12 to 6. If you're fasting 24, which is, you have to think about how many hours you have in a day. So if there are 24 hours in a day and you want to fast 18 hours out of that 24, it means you're fasting 18 and you're eating only in an eating window of 6 hours. If I want to do a 12-hour fast, it just means that I'm eating 12 hours out of the day and I'm fasting 12 hours out of the day. The one thing I want you to get into your understanding is that the longer your eating window, the less ability you have to lose weight. So if you're eating from 8 a.m. in the morning through 8 p.m. in the evening, you're eating around the clock. Intermittent fasting helps you to break down and reduce the amount of times that you're eating and the amount of hours you spend eating. I want you to do yourself a favor, first of all. Download an app called the Zero app. The Zero app looks like this. And this is one fast that I'm doing right now. This fast is basically a 72-hour fast, really. It's a 72-hour fast. And I'm fasting for 3 days, basically. So 3 days, I'm not eating anything. I'm only drinking water or green tea or green coffee. Anything outside of water, green tea, or green coffee breaks my fast. Right now, I'm on day 1 of 3. I've used 15 hours already. I've already spent 15 hours fasting. My last meal was yesterday at about 11. No, I'm sorry, yesterday at 5:30. Is this correct? Yeah, 5:30 p.m. So this shows you, this is not, this is a screenshot I took, so it may be longer than 15 hours at this point. See, I took the picture at 9 o'clock this morning. So at that time, it was 15 hours that I had spent fasting. So that's what intermittent fasting is, guys. So download the Zero app and get to understand this, lifestyle better so that you are more aware of it yourself. All right? I hope that helped. Let me know, DM me, send me a comment, leave a comment below, and do subscribe.